What's up you guys? So this is a review of the Covergirl Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder. Alright, so let's get on with it. First off, I've used this pressed powder for 3 to 4 months and I've went through 2 of this already. So I could pretty give you a decent review because I've used it so long. Alright, so the first off is the packaging. Now, as a lot of drugstore products out there, the packaging is in plastic. And if you are OC about dirt getting into your compact, I think this is not the powder for you because it gathers a lot of dirt. So it has a mirror. There, I'm sorry if it's dirty. And then it comes with a sponge and then the product. Yes. This product is well loved. I'm running out of it. Alright, so first off is its coverage. Now, this coverage is very buildable. I am a concealer and powder type of girl, so I just use this to cover all of my imperfections besides my concealer, and I will say that it does the trick. It clings to my face. It's not that chalky. Like when you blend it, somehow you will feel that like your skin and the powder is one. It's not that obvious. It looks so natural, but at the same time it covers evenly. So the coverage of this pressed powder is medium to full coverage. I might say that the sponge here, like the sponge they give you, does not distribute the product flawlessly on your face. So if you really want to achieve a full coverage look, better use a different sponge because the sponge here is not that good, and also use a brush, like swirl it and then apply it to your face. Now next is the feel. The feel is that it's not there. Once it sets, it's as if you did not put anything on your face, but while you're applying it, of course, like there's this stigma that, oh, I'm putting on powder, but then when you feel it on your face already, it's kind of heavy. But once it sets, like give it a minute or two, it's as if it's not there. Now let's go on to staying power. It stays pretty good, and this only lasts me maximum 4 hours without touching up, and that is without primer. But I do think that you could extend its wear for as long as 6 hours without retouching if you put on primer first. But for me, I do not put on primer. I just put on concealer and then the powder on top of it, and it lasts me for 4 hours. And as I told you, I have an oily face. I think this pressed powder is the most ideal powder for those who have dry skin because it would last you for hours and hours. So when it like comes, it doesn't actually come off, but when it like when the coverage is wearing off, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. When the coverage has started to wear off, it's not like other powders that some of your powders would be here, form a streak here, and then all of your sweat and oil would be seen here, and then other streaks. It's not like that. It's as if it breaks down like evenly. The only thing that you would notice that when it starts to wear off is that your face is very shiny, but there is no sign of streaking and no sign of creasing, even though that is what is happening when it starts to wear off. And also when you touch it up, like for some powders, it wouldn't go well if you just like put more powder and dab it on your face. It would aggravate like the situation on your face, and the oil would clump on some parts of your faces. I know we're getting into the gross details, but yeah. But with this powder, when you touch up, with just powder. Like for some people, they use oil blotting papers. Of course, that's the best way to do when you are touching up. But when you do not have time and you have to fix yourself fast and you just put on powder on top of it, it blends really well. That the oil that accumulated with the powder would blend well with the new powder that you put on your top of your face. Also, this has is adjusting properties, like if you are a warm tone and cool tone, because their shade line does not have any warm tones or cool tones. They just have a range of shades. So somehow if you got something that is a bit of yellow tinge at the middle of the day, you would see that it adjusted to your skin color, and that there is not a lot of difference between your face and then your neck. Also, this doesn't have a white cast when you take a picture of yourself, even though it has SPF. And I forgot what SPF they have here, but yeah, this doesn't have a white cast in flash photography. So this is also good when you're going out and you're gonna have your picture taken, because it doesn't have a reflecting property. And as for the effects of my skin, I have sensitive and acne prone skin. This didn't break me out. I didn't have any allergic reactions to this. At first I was skeptical because this is the first time that I'm going to use a Covergirl pressed powder, but I'm very impressed with the formulation. The powder is finely milled. It's as if you're not wearing something, like what I said. And the best part is that it didn't irritate my skin. I find it hard to find good pressed powders because my skin gets easily irritated. Like I would have bumps on my skin if my skin does not agree with the powder that I'm using. But with this, it really, like, if not just concealed my imperfections, but at the same time it goes well with my skincare regimen. My overall grade for this is that it is an 8 out of 10. 8 because at the tail end of the product, like when I was starting to finish it, it doesn't hold much oil anymore. So that's a thing to watch out for, because I think the volume that you're using and you're putting it on your face helps with the oil control. But when it's just like this amount, so you wouldn't be putting a lot on your face, but at the same time it covers your oil and it mattifies it. It doesn't last that long anymore. So from the 4 hours, if you only have to put a small amount, it would only last from 2 to 3 hours, and then you would touch it every now and then. So that's it for my review of the Covergirl Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder. I hope you enjoyed this video and found this helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Tish. I upload every Friday, and I'll just see you on my next video. Bye!